Hi friends, today I am going to take a topic on belts. So I am doing this series of episodes. First I took bearing now. Today I will be talking about the belts. So what are the types of the belts? This is very helpful for all mechanics, fitters, production engineers or maintenance engineers. So many of many of you may be knowing the things, even though I am sharing my expertise in this. So basically, the first is V belt. So once again, the V belts, in that there are sections: A section, A belt, B belt, C belt, D, E. These are the belts in V belts. Basically, what is A, what is B, and what is C, I am going to tell you. And any V belt, they write first A, B, C, then the 32 or 47, one number is there. So what is that number, you should know. That number, whatever the number is there, like for example A42, A42 is a length of the belt in inches, not in mm, in inches. Everybody should know it. It is a worldwide standards. And as the section increases, for example, A is a smaller width belt, B is bigger width belt, and the angle also be changes as it goes on. The power of the belt increases. So it depends once again on the pulley, how many grooves are there on the pulley, 3 pulleys, 4 grooves, 5 grooves, accordingly you have to put the belts. So this is V belt. Then comes uh, timing belts. Then comes variable speed pulley belts. Then flat belts. Then SS belts. These are broadly, these are the categories. I will be taking one by one. First I took V belts, now the timing belts. Again there are timing belts also. Lengthwise, worldwide these are standard one, but width is not standard in the timing belts. So you need to ask 5 mm, 10 mm, or 20 mm, whatever the width is there, because that comes in the roll form. So they cut it accordingly to your length and the width requirement. Second is that here also the rubberized timing belts are there. Even some are wired timing belts also are there. So it depends upon the pitch. What pitch? Normally 5 mm is a pitch, and many times the belt timing belt breaks. Reason may be not proper your timing pulley. So pulley has to be made on a honing machine. Proper machining has to be done, not on milling machine or not on any other machine. The pulleys are made. Pulleys are made on a special machines, that is honing machines. Very few people have got this. Maybe metal, maybe sometimes MS, maybe aluminium, maybe even PU or whatever these things are there. So for any transmission, so you need to put a very good timing pulleys also, not only the belts, and its alignment is also very important. Then comes the variable speed pulley. So where there is a pulley is variable, but speed, as you increase the speed, so it expands and it comes down. So there you need a variable speed pulley belts. So this is third type. Then the flat belts. Flat, once again in flat belts also PUC make which type of material, construction of material. One is the PUC, then second PU, then the SS. So again in basically what you call in PU is there, PUC is there, PU is there, so depending upon which you want. In these belts are open belts, some endless belts. So these are very important factor, you have to see it. And then most important factor, who are working in pharma or food industries, they should use food grade US FDA food grade belt or GMP belt we call. So those are very important, and don't forget to get the certificate from them. So it is mandatory even when you have got what you call ISO 22000 HACCP certification. At that time you may require these certificates also. So many people does not keep. Where you are eatable items you are making, there you need to put the food grade belts. Very few people are making in the world. So these are basically the belts. And V belts normally, Finner is the company, very old company. There are a lot of companies are also there, they make it. But whereas in flat belts, Derco is there, basically. Derco, then Habasit, then Interlocks in modular belts. So these are the basically manufacturers who are there. And so whenever the flat belt, PU belt or any belt breaks, so you need to vulcanize. So vulcanizing is also very important factor. There are many vendors or suppliers, they have got a machines, you have to ask them. So up to 3 meter, 4 meter, 1.5 meter too, they have got a machine, and they heat it, cool it, proper sealing has to be done, timing has to be given. So proper cleaning has to be done before that, also drying has to be done. So this will help you for longevity of the belt. Then one more thing I want to tell you, the SS belt, live, near and fond and the sprockets. I am going to talk a live example for, like, if you have got a shrink tunnel or cooling tunnel. So normally we don't care as a plant head or a purchase manager or engineering manager, we only order shrink tunnel so and so. So then that bugger sends with sometimes plastic type of chains, or maybe just wire mesh chains with roller arrangements, but these are not good one, they break normally. So you need to ask whenever you are ordering any shrink tunnels, sprocket and chain at the end. So that will roll on the sprockets. So both the end you have got a chain. So in between you have got a wire mesh. So those type of SS belts give a long life, and there is no need to change for years together if you do it proper cleaning time to time. So this type of belts I have seen in MNCs. Basically they run for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Only proper cleaning has to be done once the process is over. Before process you have to do proper cleaning, lubrication or whatever the advised by the vendor, you have to do it. Runs for a year. Otherwise this normal ruler type, always if something comes, the chain upsets and you will get lot of problems in this. This is a practical example I am giving. So whenever I ordered to shrink new tunnels, we told we want to sprocket and chain type pulley type chains. So you have to note it. So then it comes basically third one it comes. Okay. So these are the practical and basically vulcanizing many people doesn't know. So you have to get it vulcanized in the factory. Number two, in plastic belts also you have got modular belts. So modular belts, cheap material modular belts are there. You have to get USMB material, good material, that one. And our Interlocks is very good company, you have to get it from them, their belts are very good. Only you need to keep their accessories, whatever the rods or connecting things, you need to keep it in your factory. So that is the problem. Otherwise, very good belts are there. And anything you need more on the belts, please buzz me on my channel. Hope this is a very good topic for maintenance engineers and who are handling the production on the belts, conveyor belts basically. So for them it is very useful. If you want any construction of material or any details on this, please buzz me or write me. I will send you the link so that you will get it, all the details. Hope you you will enjoy this topic. And thank you guys, and please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to you will get proper notification at the right time. If you want to have a time, you can at that time you can go it and properly you can handle the all the things. Whenever you get a time, you can handle the check and see the videos and buzz me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.